when I need motivation. Whatever. Hello to everybody from Natural Mummy Land. I hope that you are all doing absolutely fantastically, wonderfully well. Today, I'm actually going to focus on, I think, something that is of a lot of interest at this point in time, but at the same time is quite a sensitive topic. I think for me, personally, weight is a very sensitive topic. So just a little bit about my background in terms of what has gotten me to this point. I think that, okay, it's not that I think, I have been through 4 pregnancies, one obviously successful, who is my firstborn, my 11-year-old son. Unfortunately, I had 3 miscarriages since. So weight is never, I think, an easy topic for everybody to talk about, because I think that we're all coming from different points of view. We are all coming from different experiences, and we are all coming from different challenges. So I completely respect a woman and that has gone through a lot and still trying to push through with that last bits of energy and motivation and determination to try and get off some of the excess flab and fat and all this that sits on our bodies. So essentially, I am carrying 2 of my 11-year-old sons on my body. Yes, I said it. I am very sensitive about releasing how much I weigh. But I hope that you are going to understand, because this is why I'm doing this vlog. So I am calling this hashtag help me lose more. Okay. And basically, as I mentioned, since 2008, we had a few challenges over the years. It is not an excuse for me to have gone down the route that I went down, most probably, in terms of eating the way I did. Because I must be very honest with you, where I'm at this point in time, it's a combination of various things. It's a combination of bad eating habits. It's a combo of emotional roller coasters and trauma and grief. So there's a lot that that us as women, we have to deal with. So last year, December, I woke up. It wasn't that I woke up. I used to, sleeping basically. I would feel as if my very own neck is choking me. And I knew that something was seriously wrong, and that my weight has obviously just reached levels that my body is completely not used to. And I was almost tipping the scale onto 140, basically 140 kgs. That has been, I think, my scary wake-up call, where I decided that so far and no more. And I went on this weight loss journey. In July this year, my grand passed away, and we all know that with Black families, preparing a funeral is quite taxing. My gran has her kids, so it was quite a challenge, because we're all running around doing things. Obviously you're making your contribution however you can towards the funeral plans. My mum doesn't drive, so it was very late nights or mornings. You could basically say where you're literally either getting home at 12 o'clock some mornings, 1 o'clock some mornings, and then it would be very early mornings. So you're literally sleeping probably about 4 hours per evening. And that kind of halted the journey that I was on. And you eat badly during such occasions. So my bounce back has not been very successful since, and that is why I'm telling you this. So since July, basically up until now, I have really been struggling just to get back onto the bandwagon, and that is why I decided to do this video. And I hope that you will be able to #help me lose more. So yes, as I said, so since then I've lost 12 kgs. My eating habits, as I've mentioned, is terrible. However, where I am at now, I am very embarrassed about divulging my weight, so you can do the calculations from what I said earlier. Guys, yeah, some of these things are quite sensitive, and when you put yourself out there, you kind of have to just either be honest or leave certain information out. So I'm going the honest route. So where am I a year later? Right here, 12 kgs lighter. Not necessarily where I want to be, but at least I am not going back, because I refuse to go back to the nearest set of 10s. Where do I want to be? I literally have to lose 50 kgs. And that is where you're gonna come in. And I'm hoping that we're gonna do this together. So for those that are, why I am making this appeal, #help me lose more. I am making this appeal for 3 things. I need an accountability partner, and I think that with you guys being there, from different parts of the world, different regions, you name it, you can help me be my you can be my accountability partner. You can be my motivation, number 2, because I think that, so many times you just get stuck in a rut, and you sometimes find it a little bit hard to get yourself out of it. So I am asking that you would be my motivation. And thirdly, it's up to you if you'd like to join me. So Natural Mummy, basically what I've done was, on Pinterest I found this. Okay, it's called the 100 days of, and that section over there is empty. So I put there 100 days of healthy eating, and at the bottom my rules are that I need to at least have 2 meals that are plant-based. It will be low carb, low fat, and I'm gonna completely cut out sugar. So I will date this day. I have no clue what today's date is. I'll put it up. But yeah, so it's 100 days of healthy eating. And at the bottom, I just wrote in my own rules. So essentially, whatever you want your rules to be, as part of your healthy eating plan, you can put it there. If it is a keto diet, if it is banting, I am basically almost going with like a low GI diet, because it allows you to eat all the essential good carbs, obviously minimizing your fats, but taking in good fats, and then obviously your protein. So everything basically is minimalistic. And because I sought a dietitian when I started essentially on my journey. I actually needed the accountability partner, and she was that person for me. And I haven't seen her since April this year, 2019. So I'm actually coming to my natural mummy world to be my accountability partner, and if I do see her, I'll let you also know. But yeah, that is my personalized diet. So I believe in all things in moderation, basically. So you can have your carb, which is it's low GI based, in the sense that you can have your carb, you can have your vegetables, obviously your free vegetables, you can have as much as you like, and then your protein. So the rule of thumb that I was given is that my plate will be there, and half of the plate is free vegetables or your salad, and the quarter of your plate would be your protein. The size of your palm, and I know that we want to overdo it. I overdo it many times. And then the other thing is, when it comes to my carbs, I basically apply the same rule, the size of my palm. However, you have to look at the height. Yes, so you cannot have the size of your palm, but then have this thick chicken breast or steak, or this high of mash or whatever. So what my rule of thumb on that other end is, for carb, this size and finger height. And similarly to my protein. Then coupled with that, I printed another thing. So this is quite easy to make. I literally just printed this off, and then I laminated it, because it's almost like a whiteboard. So you can use whiteboard markers to mark each and every day off, and you can use different colors. So I'll explain it as I start filling this out, what it is that I'm doing, but I prefer to keep it black, so it's quite bold. The days that I am doing something, this coupled with the eating plan is the 100-mile challenge. So it's basically 3 months that we're looking at, and 2 weeks. I think it's quite a long time, but I also think that in the time that we are doing it, we're gonna see a lot of changes, I hope. My failures is going to be documented, my successes is going to be documented, and I am praying to God that I have more successes than what I do have failures. But I'm going to be honest about it, and I will share everything as well with you. So the 100-day challenge this is the exercise card that I've printed. So this is going to be documented with black ticks, and on the days that I either don't do anything, it will be marked with red type of thing, where I don't eat properly or where I don't exercise. So what do I do as an exercise program? I use YouTube. I specifically look at Taibo and Zumba. So I like those type of classes, and I will share any class that I take at home, and I'll share what it was that I'm doing. But I think that for effective weight loss, I'm probably gonna have to stick with Taibo. Billy Blanks does not play, and you feel it. I done a class after a long time yesterday. My bums are very sore, my thighs are sore, I'm struggling to stand, I'm struggling to sit down, everything is done in slow motion. So yeah, so that is basically #help me lose more. Please subscribe, please comment, please motivate, please share, please spread the challenge and let us help each other lose more. I think that if you've reached a plateau and you are really wanting to lose more, let us do this together. Let us give one another tips on what is working for you and what may not be working for you, what we can try out. Let us share. Guys, please, I have to put this. I have to tell you. I'm not the best cook, okay? And when it comes to healthy foods, I keep it so simple because I really do not have the capacity, the time, the thought process, you name it, to try and put a meal together. I just eat as I go, okay? So I don't meal plan, and I know that it is the best thing to do, but I struggle. That is one struggle I have. Maybe I'll do better while this challenge goes on, but I'll let you know. But I'm looking forward to it. I've got 50 kgs, as I've mentioned, that I need to lose. I think in 3 months I'm probably not going to lose realistically the entire 50 kgs, but I am at least looking at 20. I think at least. So and I think that is still the minimum, because if I'm really going to be working hard, and if I'm really going to be putting the effort and eating properly, exercising, I know that I could lose more, but at least 20. I haven't even gone fine already. I've reached a plateau, and I think it's just that it's the bad eating habits that has been coming back up. So I am looking forward to the challenge, and I hope that you are too. I'm looking forward to the motivation. I'm looking forward to the comments. I'm looking forward to you as my accountability partners. And if I have to be your accountability partner, let me know, and we can share this journey together. Tell me how you are doing if you're going to join me on this. Like I said, I'll put the date up as soon as I just remember. Hashtag help me lose more.